institution wants to take it forward on a regular basis. No, we're training performers. It's not our mandate. Our mandate is to train performers. Idella, Amma, you can go and work with children. Ah, that's fine. You can go and work. But I don't want to mention sex workers here. I've just said children. Okay. You can go work with different abilities. That's fine. But that's not our mandate. Ours is nalla aramandi irukano, nalla saushtavam irukano. We have to have good aramandi, good saushtavam, all that. Later, what they want to do is them. So institutional support for this in India is very poor. Community support is poor. Government support is poor. Non-existent. Very good. Thank you very much.
So I need the
Right?
five of you.
What they
come
want
together.
to see is beautiful women dancing on stage in a socially acceptable manner. That's what people want. This is not what people need. Unfortunately, there is a big dichotomy in that.
That's very well said. I just want to again bring the UK experience. And UK, now people are beginning to very clearly think of sector development, is art sector development, so that when dancers, artists, musicians come out of their big colleges and conservatoires, that they are able to engage with a larger community. And their thinking is as much artistic and economic. So the more ipo neenga vandu Mr. Gopinath sonnele, you know, where is the audience? So in the UK, the thought process is, if there are engagement within community and schools and the larger community with the arts, then you will develop audiences. So you will bring. So the idea is to reach out more and more and more. And so I'm hoping more of that will happen. But I think it's already starting to happen here. You know, Ambalam is a great space. And to even have, I mean, one Sangeeta is a good start, but we want to have 1,000 of people. And it's true of UK as well. Ipo na UK le pandrene, but I'm still the very only one, because the South Asian sector in the UK or Indian sector in the UK still feels idella vanda, dance, pretty dance is what is required. So the huge change has to happen, and if the change happens here, it'll reflect there too.
Thank you all. I would want Janaki to tell me something on this.
And another problem is you're pigeonholed. Because you do development work, people don't want to see you dance. They think ivanga dancer illa. Ivanga vandu dance for education da pandranga. It is such a problem to say I can also perform as well as do this.
Sangeeta, I think the whole world suffers from stereotypical disorders.
Yeah, I think what is happening in most of the thing is parents want their children to learn dance, not because it is good for the person. It plays a great role in development of personality. But what is happening now is the mad rat race to make your child learn dance to just get on to the stage. So it starts from there. Charity begins at home. So actually the problem also begins at home. So, and to cater to that, to cater to the parents, the teachers are also doing the same. Most of the teachers are doing that because they kind of, you know, it's like a factory, products keep coming, so dancers are being produced and they go out onto the stage. But of course, if you want to make a difference to society, it's up to the dancer to work on it and do. So there again, it is your upbringing and in your home and in school. And in this context, I would also like to say I'm part of Natya Rangam, in which apart from, we also, Natya Rangam gives a stage to young dancers in its monthly concerts. Once a year, we have a festival in which we give new themes from old to the new, which helps the dancers to make Bharatanatyam relevant to even, they're able to say what they want about contemporary situations. And like recently she did a piece on Anil last year, so which was where we have a lot of scope for dancers to present themes which move them, which shakes them up, and when the people see it, the same thing is transmitted to them. And another thing which we do is called in Natya Rangam Jana Bharatam, in which groups of dancers go not only to schools, but when, for example, in the tsunami, one group of dancers went to Srinivasapuram and they performed. you may not be bringing out, it may not be a catalyst, but it helps the person, that group, to at least forget that trauma for that short period of time, and you go back with happy memories, which can help you get over those bad moments, you know. Then the other thing is they've gone to jail to perform, they've gone to old homes to perform. So this movement is going on, although it's not been publicized, we've also been doing such things. There are certain movements going on in different parts of Chennai too. But like you say, what has happened is over the years, maybe the past few 30, 40 years, getting up on stage and dancing has become the ultimate. That should change. You don't learn dance just to go up on stage and perform. So if that changes, you can use your dance, you can, just like you study BA, you study engineering, you study medical profession, you use it to bring about change in society, or that's what it meant to be. Nowadays maybe it's not. So even in dance, try to do something for society. What can I do for society should be the ultimate bottom line for anybody in any art, in any profession, including dance.
Thank you. It's very heartwarming to hear about such initiatives, more so in Chennai. And I thank all the panelists for clarifying and hearing me out. And we are all together here. We should move on.
Thank you. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Anusha. Thank you, Janaki. You all were great. And I think this was a wonderful session. And I think, as I can see, the people who are here being engaged in the discussion, I think this has opened a lot of doors in their minds. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ambalam would like to thank Anusha, Janaki, Sangeeta, thank you so much, and thank you all for being here. Thank you. And one more person was asking about publicity la kudungo annittu. In fact, one of the main papers of Chennai, we told them about this workshop to be put as an advertisement, and they said it should not be put as a workshop, it should not be put as an interactive but you know, and they just refused to, only performances had to be put, and I think Ram will speak about it.
No, see, basically, when we try to do something good, it doesn't get reflected anywhere, because I just like to, as she told, we're not supposed to put it up as a thing. We need to, maybe I need to buy a 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh space to, advertise my free interactive workshops. And they told you're not a Sabha. If you're a Sabha, you can put your website URL. Sabhas sell tickets through their websites. I am giving them free workshops through my websites. But because you're a Sabha, you can't do it. So these are the problems we face here in Chennai.
So maybe persons like Janaki can help, like, you know, coordinating between the organizations and the paper, press people, so that the news will be spread about the workshops. Yeah, right. In fact, we tried, but they didn't put it on the newspaper about the workshops here. So.